Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome back to Runers, Part 2, sort of. Anyway, we are farmers. Dun, 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 dun. I think I start to lose my mind when I get tired. And realistically, gotta stop saying that. But I think I say the word realistically far too often for my own good. But, I actually record most of my stuff late at night, interestingly enough. Ew. These are not great. Guess I'm gonna go with Battle Harden just to reduce room auras. Reducing the class cooldown would be awesome, but right now I'm playing as a class that I'm not terribly keen on. And I think did I kill the Mystic statue just by... Oh, wow. Okay, so maybe the Paladin does actually have more uses than I thought. Usually the Mystic statues tend to be... Oh, wait, maybe it's a different type of statue. I don't know. I was thinking that was the kind of statue that usually, like, messes my day up. But potentially, you know, blowing the Paladin spell, or the Paladin ability actually made it so he just smacked himself in the face repeatedly until Kingdom Come. Speaking of, great graphic novel. Would recommend it to anybody. Even if you're not really much of a DC fan, because I'm not. Anyway, we get a lot of speedruns, but the important part... We got our second Dark Rune, which means we can make ourselves Enrage. And, I mean, essentially means we're not going to be using Traveler that often. Traveler's definitely a build I'd want to use at some point. I could potentially see a Penta build with it, but I'm not sure how I'd factor that in. What I'm going to do, though, is buff it to... I was going to say buff it to hell, but we're already there. Anyway... I want to put the shock rune into it, but at the same time, it'd be irresponsible. I need to put it into double lightning. It's called double lightning, right? Yeah, double lightning. I can put the water runes in, which does get the duration up decently long. Wow, can probably clear the floor at this point. Okay, so Enrage. Oh, earth runes. Ugh, only half a second. So this one's always going to be a shorter cooldown, but between Mindlessness and Enrage, we should be fine. So I'll just have to make sure that I actually cast Enrage when going into a fight. Now, I would actually really like to get the buff that we had running with us last time, the one that teleported us back. Because I could totally see between the two of them just being between the three spells, just being very solid overall. Hey, we get a triple. So, and we're not playing Orc. Now, I have to say, I think in the future, especially if there's no good reason for me to play any other class, I will actually play the Orc a lot. Uh-oh. I forgot to use Mindlessness first. I used Enrage, then Mindlessness, but at the very least I can use Mindlessness as soon as we're out of Enrage, and gives me a nice damage boost. Unfortunately, I took a fair amount of damage here, which I'm not happy with. Oh well, doesn't matter that much. There are plenty of health runes sitting around. Health runes... Not actually what they're called. Okay, so first and foremost, let's get shock in there. What's this? So I could actually increase the damage buff, which is tempting. Oh. Interesting. Okay, so first and foremost, Mind Rune in there. Next up, Entropy Rune I'll hold on to. This I'll throw in. Wow, that actually really buffs the damage buff. Wow, if you had level 10 Dark Rune, you'd be doing like double, triple damage. I might actually have to do a buffed out Lights Nova run with Enrage, because I could see that being even better than what we've currently got going on for us. Anyway, let's try Speed. Speed. Entropy. What's this spell? Oh wait, I gotta actually make the triple. Entropic Teleport. Teleports you to a random location with an armor buff. Huh. Alright, sorry Traveler. I'll keep you around, I'm not gonna get rid of you, but right now... We've got some kind of weird nonsense run that I want to capitalize on. And I mean it's a buff run, but it's a different kind of buff run. And I like different kinds of buff runs. They're all interesting. So now we can almost have a completely permanent armor buff, which is nice. So let's wait for Mindlessness to come back. Okay, Mindlessness back, left bumper, A. There we go. So we got armor and lots of damage. Wow, that actually is very substantial. Let's just wreck our way through that. So, geez. Yeah. No, with that entropic teleport, we're actually going to be a very solid contender for pretty much everything. Let's just get over there. No real reason to or to not. Because, yeah, Prismatic Devil is giving us buffs as well. Okay, can't use any more buffs. Gotta worry about the Aqua Imp. That water spell of theirs hurts, and I don't have the range to deal with it. Unfortunately, we got a health portal over here. I need to take out at least that water thing. At least that water thing has a longish cooldown. Okay, so things are actually working out with this Bizarro buff build, and I'm enjoying it. And I know I shouldn't call it bizarre or anything like that. Oh, jeez. Wait, that actually makes me a pretty solid contender against hatchet zombies. That, to me, is a really, really attractive prospect. I do not like hatchet zombies. Not in the slightest. Anyway, looks like we have at least one more room left, and at least a couple of health pickups. Oh, no. Oh, man, we missed one all the way back at the beginning. The one kind of buff I don't have, speed buff. I'm just kind of hoping that Prismatic Devil gives us the boost we need to get back there faster. Because I'm going to take out the far one first, go down the farthest room, farthest path. Sorry for bumping the table, but if I can take out the farthest one, then everything else is just kind of on our way back, which is nice. And if I take too much damage, well, we know exactly how to deal with it. So first, mindlessness, that, okay. So as long as I can get all the buffs going, we become a really solid contender for everything. Seriously. And I must have picked up some health there, so everything is working out wonderfully. But yeah, if I ever sound like I'm specifically putting down a run I'm going with, and if I say, like, this is the dumbest build I've ever done, it's not actually because I believe the build is dumb. In fact, quite the opposite. When I say dumb, I usually mean ridiculous or is stupid and I guess the problem is my definitions for words have been shaped by the people I'm around. So, for example, when I use, you know, dumb and stupid, a lot of my alternate definition has come from, say, Keith or Sebastian SB, who says, you know, whenever I have a semi-crazy idea, that's dumb. Not actually because it's dumb, but because it's nonsensical, and so let's turn on our buffs, get our damage going, get our class up. Wow. He popped. Whatever the heck happened to him. Well, it works for me. Hey, we get an air rune. I think that's the first one I've seen this entire run. So what do we got in here? Looks like stasis. So I'm going to wait just a little bit. Stasis can be a little hard, so I want to have mindlessness and the entropic teleport ready. Okay, mindlessness, teleport, and there we go. Buffmaster Supreme build. So, yes, I might come back and do what I'll probably do as far as like a buff build goes. Ooh. Okay, High Roller. No, Soul Absorption. Level 2. Oh man, that'd be great if I could get up to level 3. Not this level goes a lot further than I thought. Anyway, let's teleport, and mindlessness, then enrage. Okay. Seriously, we are very strong when we have all three of those going at once. I'm not actually sure if there are any other buffs that we even need. Actually, the other teleport would probably be solid, because I believe it gives us a damage boost and then teleports us back. So if I could get that one, that would put us in a really nice position. So first and foremost, let's use the shock rune, get our damage up. Water rune doesn't go into any of these, in fact. Okay, wow, yeah, I guess I'll just put all the fire runes into Traveler. Maybe I'll use Traveler, but I think I just want to see the upper limits of what Traveler can do more than anything else. Because we've already got 6 into it. Yeah, I could very much see the idea of Traveler doing stupid amounts of damage at long range simply because I'm hanging out in the back. And that's actually, yeah, doing a Traveler entropic teleport run seems like it would be a very good idea. Okay, we also water. There we go. Mind to the mindlessness. Earth to the enraged. Because I don't think we're ever going to be able to get it to the point where we could have enrage up 100% of the time, but we can definitely get mindlessness close, which is nice, and we don't have any use for light runes. So all we need is one more type of rune, and then we can make our triple combo, and I'm full health. and leaving the floor, which is honestly always a very encouraging thing. Doesn't mean we're going to make it past floor 6, but at the same time, it's rare for a run to, make it only as far as floor 3. In fact, I think it's been a very long time since I've ever even had a problem getting past floor 3. All of the bosses at this point, I know their weaknesses, so they're fairly easy to take down. Okay, so, shock levels. I'm gonna go with damage. We do a lot of damage. An extra 5% would be very welcome. Especially because we have a lot of damage sources that are not specifically affected by any one specific rune level or anything like that. The only thing that I prioritize over damage, actually there are a lot of things, but the thing I'd specifically prioritize would be cooldown reduction. If I could actually get the health reduction in favor of, Grizzly Intellect, if I could get 1 or 2 of those, especially with the fact that we are constantly increasing our health pool, then... Oh, whoops. Guess I'm not going to be using mindlessness here. Oh well, that armor buff is fantastic. Let's take him out, get up to full health, and keep going. Yeah. The other thing is, I prefer to use mindlessness before Enrage, just because that does actually... Wow. Jeez. I think I... Uh-oh. Oh, ow, 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 ow. I was stuck inside a Rumbler combo because the Witch or the Wretch or something stunned me there. I'm gonna stay back out. I want to take out... Okay. Whew. Yeah, one of them has a grab type ability, and that became really dangerous, because the problem is I am a very, very close range build right now. And I'd like to keep myself alive. So, let's teleport. Okay, there we go. Take out the bandits first. Oh, yeah, one of them has a stun. Who has a stun? Probably the water mage, if anything. Oh, that's concerning. Oh, well. I'll just keep dealing with it, I guess. Let's do random teleports. Random teleports are always good. Next up, mindlessness. Next up, enrage. Okay. So, as long as I don't get, stun comboed inside a Rumbler, I think we're going to be alright. Gotta worry about the Shock Knight a little bit, and he gives us some much-needed health. I'd love to get the Doctor perk at this point. That and Soul Grip, actually. Between the two of those, would definitely guarantee at least some degree of... I'm not even gonna... Okay. So, I'm going to say I'm not even going to bother attempting this one, but the reality of this situation is I will try. I'm just not betting on us being able to hit list properly. Yep, we completely failed the challenge, but at the very least we get some runes, which is nice. And we get this, so we could do excess energy or increase rune drop. Oh, they're all tempting. I'm actually going to go with excess energy, just because at this point it's starting to do some pretty nonsense damage, which is very attractive. So first, earth rune in there. Next up, I'll go put the water rune in there. Let's try water, light, air? I don't know if I've ever made that combo. Yep, it's force ballista. So in that case, let's use the water rune, where it's at least sort of useful, but not really. What's this? Harding's Radiance. Creates a large area of glowing energy around the caster. Players and enemies in the circle gain increased speeds. The effect is greater the closer to the center. It's got a 20-second cooldown. Wait. Oh my. Whoa. Okay, so. I'm gonna put Rage away. I'm sorry, Traveler, and I'm sorry, person who suggested I use Traveler. I will use that on a later build. Because right now, Harding's Radiance seems really useful, or really dangerous. I'm willing to bet on it, at least for a little while, just to see how it turns out. Okay, so let's go in here. Oh, good. It's a storage room. So, the thing about Harding's Radiance is we get a very nice buff as long as we stay pretty close to the center of it. And that means pretty much holy crap. It's like overtime for everything that even gets remotely close to me, which is actually really perfect. because it gives us a huge speed boost at all times, but nobody else. And, yeah, I mean, technically anybody that gets particularly close to us does get that boost. So it could be a double-edged sword if and only if we run into, if we specifically run into, like, a Rumbler. I could see a Rumbler really messing our day up with that one, or I could see it being a very good way for us to escape a Rumbler. Could be both. Something to be concerned about, but potentially gain from anyway. Let's get a little bit of health. Unfortunately, I have such a high health pool at this point that getting any level of health is actually just kind of meaningless, sort of. Oh, hey, it's another storage room. Gets us. Oh, might even get us up to full health. Yeah, just shy of, but that works for me. So left bumper, right bumper, and this. Okay, so essentially we go into machine gun mode. I probably shouldn't have picked that up. Wow. Seriously, though, that is nonsense and bullshit, and I love it. Okay, so we got a couple of seconds before it goes off, and what I want to do is take out the hell portal, take everything else out, because, yeah, no. I love that spell. Holy crap. You know when I say going into a run, you know, I don't know how it's going to turn out. I had no idea this was going to happen. Oh man, I took a little bit of damage because I wasn't paying attention because I was too busy faffing my own ego. Anyway, this is... Oh, I see. That cancels the effect. That sucks a bit. Oh well. Yeah. No, I had no idea how this run was going to go. At first I was just like, well, I like the idea of just particle spam. And then it's like, well, we're attacking so fast that we can't cast any of our secondary spells. Let's just make it so we can use, you know, the buffs, so that we only can use our secondary spells. And then, well, I mean, you guys see where it all went. So, earth levels, speed levels. I'm gonna go with earth wait, no, maybe... Whatever. Honestly, that was kind of a bad choice, but at the same time, none of the choices were particularly good. At least right now we've got an amazing dump. Holy crap. You know what I just realized? This radiance spell that I've got, you know, this one that makes me into... Oh, shit. Double rumblers. Terrifying. Especially when I'm going, like, uber mode and they're just charging at me. Okay. I need to do a Lights Nova run. ASAP. See if I can take him out. Beautiful. Let's go with the armor debuff. Get the everything buff. Okay. So the reason why I need to do a Lights Nova build specifically is, think of it. I attack faster, and all my cooldowns are faster. Yada yada yada. At a nearby, like, everything closest to me works that way. Well, if I'm doing a Lights Nova run, where do you think the Lights Novas are coming from? Me. And so... Oh, well, that was weird. Okay, so pretty much that would make it... What's this one? Protect the dude. Alright. So, let's try it. Escort mission is a go. I think I succeeded. I think I succeeded very solidly. I don't even know what those, like, statue-y looking things are, but it works. We won. Okay, so what do... Okay, so we could actually do excess energy. Very tempting. Knocks back any enemies that touch you. That's actually also tempting-ish. Increases your luck. I'm actually going to go with lucky. It seems stupid. Especially because, you know, more damage on that particle would be cool, but at the same time, I think luck is maybe going to help us out more. Okay, teleport, and take out the Chaos Knight before he can mess our day up. Get the Powering Shrine, take out the Hunter, and then all that's left is the Fire Mages. Yeah. Oh man, I love this run. But yeah, no, imagine the extra speed and attack speed and everything. For a Lights Nova run, everything would be Nova. Everything. Uh-oh. Well, that's a problem. Oh, that's mindlessness. I did everything there in the wrong order, but let's take out the Held Portal too. What is slowing me down? It's probably the Mind Mages, if anything. I didn't know Mind Mages had that ability. I guess I did. I just wasn't really thinking of it. Okay. Oh, speed levels probably would have been a really good setup. Oh well. I'll just deal with it a little bit. So the one nice thing about those water imps is you can actually deal with them fairly quickly just by hugging a wall and then getting inside their reach. Because the thing is, they can't hit you with that circle if that circle doesn't exist anymore. Hey, storage room. Sweet. Doesn't look like there's much. Oh, yeah, there's something in here. We're full health again. Oh, we're even on floor 6. I didn't even realize. So mindlessness, teleport, and speed boost. Let's just wall up the who's it's. So the entropy elementals are a little bit concerning, but at the same time... Oh, the entropy elemental is knocking me away. I really want to know what that spell is, though. It seems like a fun spell. So let's go in here, drop the light rune onto Harding's Radiance, because that's awesome. Speed rune onto Entopic Teleport, so if I can get that duration up high. Get the Defense plus? Why did that go down? Well, that's concerning. We're gonna need some more runes, though, because I got a triple, and I'd hate to die with all these runes. But at the same time, I would like to maximize our potential for getting out of this run, or at least getting onto the next level, completely alive. And you know what? We've got a lot of hearts. We've got a huge health pool. So our chances are actually looking pretty high. At this point, I might actually just prioritize, considering I've got one dark rune. I'm not going to put it into Enrage, just considering. But... oh, that's good. Okay. Yeah, I think I might actually have to prioritize using the triple before buffing any of my stuff. Hard to tell, though. It's one of those where it's like, I would very much like to... well, there's the boss. I'd very much like to use these, but at the same time, I'd hate to die with a triple. Visper's Offering summons dark energies from the Dark World that can be grabbed by the caster. After a short time, all enemies in the room are given random curses based on the dark energies grabbed. Oh, that's interesting. So, what this does is more or less lets me quickly grab all of them. And I'm going to hold on to that, because that actually seems like it would be really effective, especially against a boss. We've got one more room left, and I'm actually going to hit it before we go, just because I'm going to be able to get up to max health before fighting the boss. So, no reason why not to. Mindlessness first, teleport over, and then speed boost, kaboom. Yeah, barely took any damage. Oh. Sort of barely took any damage. Mostly took no damage. I think that heart in the middle of the room is going to be enough. And I'm actually going to hold off onto it. Wow, we've actually got more rooms. Okay. Hey, it's a storage room. I always like it when it's a storage room. Makes my life easier. So, how are we doing? We are doing fantastically. Like, I am a little bit surprised. Uh-oh. Okay, first mindlessness, then armor boost, then this. Let's just wall up this guy to Kingdom coming back, because otherwise he's going to be a serious problem for us. Bam! Wow. It's probably the easiest bombardier fight I've ever had to deal with. Okay, so we are full health, going to go fight the boss. We've got really solid spells. Got another light rune, actually. I'm going to utilize that to the best of my ability. So, if we end up fighting the Wraith, I'm concerned. At the very least, we have a health pool that can deal with it. And we get an armor boost, but still, concerning. Who are we fighting? Brahms, the Stormlord. Didn't I fight this guy earlier and he murdered me because I couldn't quite figure out how to do damage to him? Yep, looks like that's the case. So, let's just get in here with the Chumble Bruff and murder his face in. He takes a lot of damage. A lot of punishment. I'm not even sure how to... okay. I have alternate theories about how to harm this boss. Unfortunately, that all hurts. Okay, so you go for the Stormnadoes first. Oh boy, this is all problematic and stuff. How do you hurt? Do you hurt him the rest of... oh. Okay. I'm kind of figuring it out. Ow. This boss sucks. Let's use mindlessness. I think once you take out the Stormclads, then you can harm him. Oh, jeez. Whatever the hell that was. Let's just do that just for a little while. Take out the Stormcloud. And wail him to death. Okay, Brahms is dead. So, I guess I really should have realized that you have to stand in the storm clouds to be able to harm him. Alright, so, elementalism. Reduces cooldowns. Tempting. Armor piercing. Also tempting. The rest are not so tempting. So the thing about elementalism, it's very tempting if only because we do use a lot of buffs, and reducing their cooldowns is tempting. And I don't crit that much. Okay, let's grab all the health. No, it still actually does a fair amount of healing. Unfortunately, we're going to have to go through a fairly long process getting all of them, but at the same time, this is a great time to cut to the next episode, so I'll see you guys then. And as always, thanks for watching. I'm looking forward to seeing where this run goes.